I've been a cloud engineer for 14 years. I've worked with Kubernetes, Terraform, Azure DevOps, GitHub Actions, the full stack. And I'll be honest with you, for most of those 14 years, I was doing things the hard way. Then AI happened, and in the last 6 months, I've been getting done in 2 hours what used to take me a full day. Today, I'm breaking down the 5 free AI tools that actually made that possible. No hype, no sponsored picks, just what genuinely works in a real production environment. Stay till number one. It's the one running on my machine every single day. Welcome to the TheShiftStack, where we cover AI tools, cloud automation, and DevOps productivity for engineers who want to work smarter. New videos every Tuesday and Friday. Let's get into it. Number 5, GitHub Copilot. And yes, there is a genuinely free tier now. I use this specifically for writing Terraform modules. You type a comment like, create an Azure AKS cluster with CNI networking and Key Vault integration, and Copilot writes the boilerplate. Not perfectly, but 80% of the way there. The free tier gives you 2,000 code completions per month and 50 chat messages. For side projects or small teams, that's more than enough to get started. Here's the real win though. It's not about writing code faster. It's about not Googling the same syntax every single time. Your muscle memory improves, your documentation improves, the whole workflow lifts. The free tier link is in the description, no referral code. It's genuinely free. Number 4, Perplexity AI. And this one solves a problem every cloud engineer knows. When you hit a tricky Azure deployment error or an AKS networking issue and you Google it, you get Stack Overflow posts from 2019, outdated Microsoft docs, and Reddit threads that were never resolved. Perplexity gives you a direct answer with cited current sources. It searches the live internet, not a frozen training dataset. Think of it as Google, but it actually reads the page for you and hands you the answer directly. I've been using the free tier for 8 months, never paid. It's one of the most underrated tools in a cloud engineer's daily workflow. Number 3, Claude. And I use this specifically for all the writing that comes with being a senior engineer. Runbooks, incident postmortems, architecture decision records, stakeholder updates, PR descriptions. I used to spend an hour on each of these. Now I spend 10 minutes. Here's my exact prompt for generating a runbook, and you can pause and copy this. Write a detailed operational runbook for a live Azure AKS cluster running a B2B platform. Include severity levels P1 to P3, escalation paths, and specific kubectl and Azure CLI commands for common failure scenarios. The output is 80 to 90% production ready. You add your specific environment details, review it once, and you're done. What used to be a 3-hour task is now 20 minutes. For a senior engineer managing multiple environments, that adds up to days saved every month. Number 2, ChatGPT, but with a very specific workflow that most engineers aren't using. When you get a cryptic Kubernetes pod crash or an Azure deployment failure with a 500-line stack trace, don't Google it first. Paste it straight into ChatGPT with this prompt: I am deploying to Azure AKS using Helm. I got this error. Explain what is causing it, what it means, and give me 3 possible fixes in order of likelihood. Then, paste your error. It doesn't always nail the fix, but it almost always nails the diagnosis, and the diagnosis is the part that takes humans the longest. Once you know exactly what the problem is, fixing it is usually fast. I've cut my average incident resolution time by around 40% using this single workflow. That's not a small number when you're on call. And number one, the tool I use every single working day is one most engineers still haven't heard of. It's called Cursor. Cursor is a code editor built on top of VS Code. But the AI isn't a plugin bolted on the side, it's built into the core of the product. Here's what makes it completely different from everything else on this list. You can chat with your entire code base. I open my full Terraform project, hundreds of files, and I ask, which module is missing cost allocation tags? Or refactor this GitHub Actions workflow to add retry logic on transient failures. And it understands. Not just the file you have open, the full project, the full context. The free trial gives you 2 weeks of full pro features. After that, it's $20 a month. For a professional engineer, this pays for itself in the first hour of the first week. I am not exaggerating when I say Cursor changed how I think about writing infrastructure code. It's not autocomplete. It is a pair programmer who has read your entire code base and never gets tired. So, 5 free AI tools that genuinely changed my DevOps workflow: GitHub Copilot, Perplexity, Claude, ChatGPT, and Cursor. All links are in the description. None of these are sponsored. This is just what I actually use. If this was useful, subscribe. I post every Tuesday and Friday, real tools, real workflows, no filler. Next video, I'm going deep on another real production problem I solved using AI. Subscribe so you don't miss it.